Welcome to the section on immunoelectrophoresis.
Immunoelectrophoresis, a wonderful application in biochemistry. Different biochemical techniques and phenomena can be combined together to produce a higher order application. In immunoelectrophoresis, electrophoresis, diffusion, and antigen-antibody reaction are combined together. This is used for the detection of some chemical substances in a human serum, for example. When our body is attracted by microorganisms, our body will consider it as an antigen and the body will produce antibody against it. And these antibodies can be detected by using anti-antibodies. This technique is called immunoelectrophoresis.
You can see in this diagram, here antigens are there in the wells, antibody is taken on this side, and during electrophoresis these antibodies are actually separated and antigens and antibodies are diffusing towards each other. If the biochemical sample we added really contains an antibody, then the antigens will react with the antibody, resulting in a precipitin arc. It is actually in the form of a rocket, so we call it precipitin arc rockets. As the size of this rocket increases, we can see that the concentration of the antigen also is increasing.
You might have heard of antigens and antibodies. What's an antigen? An antigen is any foreign particle entering your body and capable of eliciting immune responses. And what's an antibody? An antibody is a protein molecule produced by some of the WBCs in our body. Whenever the antigen is entering the body, in response to it, antibodies are produced. And this antibody will combine with antigen. This antigen antibody reaction, formation of the complex, is the first step towards the destruction of that antigen. An antibody has two sides for the binding of antigens. As you see in this figure, such a binding between antibodies and antigens can result in large antigen-antibody complexes.
In this diagram, you can see how the process is taking place. This is a semi-solid agar slide. It is coated with agar. You know that agar is a gel. Two things are made in this agar block. Point one is that trough. A long trough is made. And point two, a well also is made. What is the use of the trough? The trough is made for antibody. On this trough we are adding the antibody. Then what is the use of the well? In the well we are adding the biochemical sample. In this example we may say serum. If our blood is infected by a pathogen, naturally it will contain the antigen. That means the pathogenic particles. So they are being added. Well filled with the serum, and now we conduct electric current through it. What happens? Earlier to the well we added the serum. and the components of the serum are separated by electrophoresis. Different types of antigens, if present, are separated by means of electrophoresis. So ultimately, the length of the antigen section is as much as that of the trough in which we are taking the antibody. Initially, we took only a few drops of the antigen, but by means of electrophoresis, we separated them and we got a very long band. If the blood sample we added really contained the antigen. Thereafter, what happens? We are adding the antiserum into that trough. Remember, during electrophoresis or before electrophoresis, we have not added anything in the trough. The trough is empty, it is vacant. After electrophoresis, we are adding the we are adding the antiserum, and which is actually containing the antibody into the trough, and both will diffuse towards each other. The serum from the trough and the antigen separated from the blood samples, they are diffusing towards each other. And if the blood sample we added really contains antigen, then the antigen antibody reactions will take place and the precipitin lines can be seen. It is quite opaque in nature. It is visible as a white complex precipitate. If you simply look into that gel, we can see it in the form of this arc. So presence of this arc indicate that the blood we added, the serum sample we used really contains the antigen. So it was infected. And in some experiments, these precipitin lines will not be seen. What does it mean? It does not mean that our experiment did not work, but it simply means that the serum sample we added did not contain the pathogen. That's all. And what are the applications of immunoelectrophoresis? Detection of virtually any natural or foreign particle in the body, or it may be in an extract, maybe in a chemical preparation, provided we have an antibody for the substance we are looking for. Provided we have an antibody for the substance we are looking for, we can identify pathological conditions, infections, etc. by analyzing the different body fluid samples.